Hello and welcome. You're watching NDTV. I'm Gargi Raut. Breaking news coming in. Students of a South Delhi school were evacuated after it received a bomb threat via email. According to the police, an email was sent to the Indian public school in Sadiq Nagar claiming that a bomb has been planted on its premises. Let's go across to Tanushri for more. And Tanushri, the students evacuated and searches underway?
Absolutely, Gargi. In fact, first to give you the update that all the students have been evacuated. Their parents picked their children up and all the students are safe. In fact, the police is saying that they haven't found anything suspicious in the searches so far. Now, I'll tell you that this is the Indian school in South Delhi, where the Sadiq school, in fact, where a email came in this morning at about 10:50 a.m. The email said that there is a bomb placed in the school and it is going to blow off at about 12 p.m. This was the exact email. Now, the police is trying to identify the IP address of the system of the computer through which this email was sent. As soon as the principal saw the email, thorough searches were undertaken by the school administration themselves before they called up the police. Then the school principal and the administration immediately informed the parents to pick up their children. Meanwhile, the police also reached and did their thorough searches. But as of now, the police is saying they haven't found anything suspicious. In fact, we have the DCP South, Chandan Chaudhary, has also spoken to the media saying that this is not the first time the school has received a bomb threat. Last year as well in November, the same school, the same administration received a similar email from an unknown sender. And they are saying that this can be a hoax email, though their teams are at the spot with the bomb disposal squad. But as of now, they haven't found anything suspicious. So the police is saying that this is in all likelihood is a prank email, but they are trying to find the sender as soon as possible.
All right. Thanks so much, Tanushri, for joining us with that. So good news in the sense that nothing has been found. The students are all safe and have been vacated. But now the investigation to find out who sent this email, if indeed it was a hoax. News now from Bhatinda, Punjab, where 4 soldiers were killed in an incident of firing inside a military station early this morning. The Jawans belong to an artillery unit of the army and the area has been sealed off and quick response teams are conducting a search. The statement from the Southwestern Command said a firing incident reported in the early hours of the morning around 4:35. Inside Bhatinda military station. Quick reaction teams were activated, area cordoned off and sealed. Search operations are in progress and 4 fatal casualties. Later, the army statement said that the army and the Punjab police are holding a joint investigation into the incident and are coordinating on that front. In fact, the Bhatinda police earlier on had said that it was not an incident of terror, that it was the shooting took place inside the station in the sense no one from outside. It was not a terror incident at least. Now, the army on reports that INSAS rifle and ammunition that went missing 2 days back could have been used in this firing incident have said that all aspects, including the possible case of involvement of the INSAS, of an INSAS rifle along with 28 rounds reported missing 2 days back, are being ascertained. All entry gates of the army camp in Bhatinda have now been closed as the investigations are taking place. Let's go across to Rajiv Ranjan for more. And Rajiv, what is the latest you can share with us?
देखिए, सेना की ओर से जो जानकारी दी गई उसके मुताबिक सुबह 4:35 की घटना है। भटिंडा मिलिट्री एयर बेस पे फायरिंग की घटना हुई है और उसमें 4 आर्मी पर्सनल की मौत हो गई है। सेना ने अपने लिखित बयान में यह नहीं बताया कि ये जो मौत जो हुई है किस वजह से हुई है। सेना बस इतना कह रही है कि गन शॉट से फायरिंग हुई, यानी गोलीबारी हुआ है। सेना ने इस बात का भी खुलासा नहीं किया है कि क्या ये फायरिंग इंसिडेंट एक जवान ने दूसरे जवान को मार दिया जिस वजह से ये घटना हुई है, 4 लोग की मौत हुई है। सेना ने यह भी कहा है कि इस पर कोई कयास नहीं लगाया जाए। पूरे मामले की जांच सेना और पंजाब पुलिस मिलकर कर रही है। आपको यह भी बता दें कि सेना ने यह भी इस बात का कंफर्म किया है कि 2 दिन पहले एक इंसास गायब हुआ था, इंसास राइफल गायब हुआ था और 28 राउंड का कारतूस यानी गोली भी गायब हुआ है। लेकिन दोनों के बीच में कोई संबंध है या नहीं है, इस बारे में कोई जानकारी नहीं दी गई है। इतना ज़रूर बताया कि 4 आर्मी पर्सनल की मौत हुई है। ये जो आपको मिलिट्री एयरबेस जो है भटिंडा आर्टिलरी यूनिट है, पाकिस्तान बॉर्डर से सटा हुआ है। काफ़ी सेंसिटिव मामला है जिसको लेकर सेना और पंजाब पुलिस जांच कर रही है। उनका कहना है कि जांच के बाद ही पक्के तौर पर कहा जा सकता है कि आखिर ये फायरिंग की घटना हुई तो कैसे हुई और क्यों हुई है।
जी राजी हमसे बात करने के लिए बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. So that is the information we have so far. We're also joined by Vishnu Shom. Vishnu, what can you tell us?
No, I think Rajiv is quite correct when he says that it's an extremely sensitive situation. I think beyond what Rajiv says, what I'd like to add is that there is no detail which we have from the army at the moment on who the shooter was. They came out with an update just a little while back, and they've said, they've described what took place. They've described the possibility of an incest rifle, an automatic rifle, which went missing, perhaps having been used in this particular incident, but not confirming it. But what they don't talk about at all in terms of information that they've shared so far is the shooter himself. Now, therefore, again, the question, is there just one shooter? Is there been more than one shooter? Where exactly is this person? And I think I would read into this particular statement in sort of suggesting that that shooter has not been found as yet. The shooter is at large. And whether it's one shooter or more than one shooter is something that we need to look at very, very carefully. But very sad loss of life. And it is now being investigated by the police as well, though obviously the army is the primary sort of agency looking into this. It's a large area, the Bhatinda military station where this has taken place. And it is an ongoing situation. It is an ongoing shooter situation, a shooter being out there somewhere. And so we await further updates from the army.
All right, Vishnu, thanks so much for joining us with those details. So more information awaited from the army, but very tragic that 4 Jawans have been killed in this shooting. Now let's move on to political news. And Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar as well as Deputy Chief Minister Tejashwi Yadav met with Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge, and Rahul Gandhi was also present during that meeting. The Bihar Chief Minister has been in Delhi since yesterday, and he's on a mission to unite the opposition. Let's go across to Sunil Prabhu for more. And Sunil, what more do we know about this meeting? We can see, the greetings are taking place at the door. Nitish Kumar greeting Rahul, and Mallikarjun Kharge greeting him. But beyond that, Nitish Kumar is very key if the opposition is to unite, even breaking the ice with other regional opposition parties.
Well, there are two aspects. Firstly, of course, I must just fill you in about the Rajasthan developments because the party in charge of Rajasthan, Mr. Randhawa, has just met Mr. Kharge. And I would have supposed, even though it was not a scheduled meeting, to speak to Rahul Gandhi, who is also present. They would have definitely taken stock of the developments that are taking place in Rajasthan, and the fact that they need to reach out and find a way to resolve this issue if it is possible after they called Mr. Sachin Pilot's fast anti-party activity. So that's one development. But as we speak, Mr. Kharge is hosting a lunch for Mr. Nitish Kumar, who has come with his fellow members of parliament, as well as Mr. Lalan Singh and others. And from the Congress side, there is Salman Khurshid, the state party president, and of course Rahul Gandhi, to really try to see how they can iron out their differences, speak about opposition unity, forge a seat adjustment ahead of the 2024 elections, because they need to be united if they have to take on the BJP-led NDA in the state of Bihar as elsewhere across the country, because this is a make or break for most opposition parties in terms of how it wants to see things together. It's critical for the JDU, the RJD and the Congress to be able to foster and take everybody along in the state of Bihar. And it's in that context that they are speaking. There's been a lot of trouble in terms of the alliance in the last in the last 2-3 months, and it's in that backdrop where we saw, for example, the JDU staying away from the decision to come to Srinagar for the Bharat Jodo Yatra. Then subsequently he held his own program. The Congress sending Salman Khurshid at that stage, and there has been a feeling that he needs somewhere down the line to be recognized as an important leader. So it's in that backdrop that Nitish Kumar is meeting Mr. Kharge as well as Rahul Gandhi, and hopefully they'll be able to iron out their differences. The opposition is well aware that they have to be united and they have to have a proper seat adjustment if they are going to be in the reckoning against the BJP-led NDA in the state of Bihar.
All right. Thanks so much, Sunil, for joining us with those details of that meeting today in the national capital. Let's shift focus now to battleground Karnataka, and there's anger in some parts of the BJP there. BJP leader Lakshman Savadi, in fact, quit today after being dropped as a candidate for the next month's elections. Lakshman Savadi, a minister in the outgoing Karnataka government, is a loyalist of former Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa and a powerful Lingayat leader. In the 2018 election, he had lost to the Congress candidate, and this is the latest revolt against the BJP over the candidates for the Karnataka elections. Former Chief Minister Jagdish Shettar, who was among those who was dropped, in the sense he was asked to step aside. However, he gave a statement that he'd even contest as an independent. So he is sulking, and he's said to be heading to Delhi to speak with the leadership and perhaps meet with JP Nadda. Before him, another senior leader, K.S. Ishwarappa, announced yesterday that he was retiring from electoral politics, but his supporters were protesting. In fact, there were protests breaking out across Karnataka yesterday after the BJP announced the first list of 189 candidates. So protests taking place in Karnataka and erupting in different parts, in different constituencies and districts as the supporters of the various candidates who were dropped from the list protested. They're being dropped. Meanwhile, Karnataka Congress has been tweeting that instead of releasing the list of candidates from the BJP side, the list of political retirees is being released. Instead of announcing tickets, wickets are falling. And so the Congress, they're taking a swipe at the BJP. Now, NDTV Shrija spoke with Karnataka Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai on this dissent or anger within the BJP.
How are you planning to quell the dissent within the party, with senior leaders not being given?
No, we have been talking to all the people, and ours is a national party. We have got a lot of confidence in our leaders, and we are in touch with them, and we will certainly quell the dissent.
Sir, overall, are you happy with the list that has come out? Because there were reports that you had certain opinions. All the leaders had different opinions. Overall, is there a consensus among your top leadership?
It is a consensus decision. Everybody is happy.
All right, with that, time for us to slip into a short break. More coming up on the other side.
Sir,
This is NDTV. No noise, no shouting, and most importantly, no lies. Our lead story tonight. Big international story. India is closely watching it. News that informs and inspires.
The news with Sonia Singh, Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. only on NDTV 24/7.
The only side we're on is yours.
Cross the distance between darkness and vision. Teach a generation that has lost all hope. Treat a patient from thousands of miles away. None of this was possible
till technology stepped in and made it possible. A selection of the finest stories from across the country where technology comes with a human touch.
Unleash your dreams with Snapdragon.
Welcome back. There was a scare in a South Delhi school where students of the school had to be evacuated after a bomb threat was received via email. According to police, an email was sent to the Indian public school in Sadiq Nagar claiming that a bomb has been planted in its premises. The students were evacuated. Unfortunately, no bomb found. Let's go across to Tanushree for more. And Tanushree, what is the latest right now?
Gargi, the good update about the story is that police has not found anything suspicious as of now. The police reached the school as soon as the administration informed them with the bomb squad. And in fact, the South Delhi DCP has told the media that this is not the first time the school has received such a bomb threat. It could be totally hoax. In fact, in last year, November, the same administration, the same school has received a similar email from an unknown sender. The police, as of now, is trying to track the IP address of the computer. But the good thing is that all the students have been evacuated. They have been taken back home by their parents. And all the students are safe and sound, and police is still on the campus trying to look for anything suspicious, but they haven't found anything so far. The bomb threat came through an email this morning at about 10:50 a.m. where it was written that there is a bomb placed in the school and it will blow off at about 12 in the noon. Now police is trying to track the IP address of the computer, but in all likelihood, the police as of now is saying that it was a hoax, a prank email, and nothing suspicious has been found, and all the students have been evacuated so far.
All right. Thanks so much, Tanushri, for joining us with that. So that is the good news, but you can imagine the anxiety and concern among parents there. Now, the latest from battleground Karnataka, and BJP leader Lakshman Sawadee has quit after the party dropped him as a candidate for next month's elections. Lakshman Sawadee, a minister in the outgoing Karnataka government, is a loyalist of former Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa and a powerful Lingayat leader. In the 2018 elections, he had lost to the Congress candidate, and this is the latest revolt against the BJP over the candidates for the Karnataka elections. Former Chief Minister Jagdish Shettar, who was among those dropped, is heading to Delhi to meet with the leadership. He is also said to be sulking, and he had been asked to step aside for new faces. However, he said he will contest these elections even if it's as independent. Now, protests broke out yesterday as the first list of the BJP was announced, and that too came after several marathon meetings and several days of holding those meetings. But as the list was announced and with several leaders dropped and new faces, a protest broke out in Karnataka. Senior leader K.S. Ishwarappa announced ahead of the list being released that he was retiring from electoral politics. However, his supporters too protested over this. The BJP announced the first list of 189 candidates. Several MLAs are being dropped, and Congress turncoats have been chosen in this first list. Now, Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai said the second list will also come out soon.
How are you planning to quell the dissent within the party, with senior leaders not being given?
No, we have been talking to all the people, and ours is a national party. We have got a lot of confidence in our leaders, and we are in touch with them, and we will certainly quell the dissent.
Sir, overall, are you happy with the list that has come out? Because there were reports that you had certain opinions. All the leaders had different opinions. Overall, is there a consensus among your top leadership?
It is a consensus decision. Everybody is happy.
Joining us here on NDTV is Mr. Bhaskar Rao, the former commissioner of Bengaluru, who's contesting for the first time the assembly elections from a BJP ticket in Chamrajnagar constituency. I beg your pardon, from Chamrajpet constituency. My first question to you is, we have seen how especially, Zamir Ahmed, or Congress for that matter, has won multiple elections consecutively. What are your chances?
That area is predominated by minority community.
Yes.
And it is possible to take everybody into confidence by way of work. I have had the honor of being the Commissioner of Police, and during one of the most difficult times of CAA and NRC, I have worked very closely with the minority community. Despite they having taken out some more than 450 protests over there, not a drop of blood fell in Bangalore city, whereas in all over the country you must have seen communal riots which took place. Even in Delhi, 57 people were killed over there. I can speak Urdu, I gel with them very well, I can connect with them very, very well. So I am very, very confident that it is not going to be polarized. I am going to enter into the fray over there. I am going to enter all into the area and seek their support and seek their cooperation also. And there is an anti-incumbency because last 22 years the same MLA has been around over there. And everybody needs a change over there.
So you're trying to break that cycle. Also, I believe that, the BJP, especially the Rowdy Sunil, was expecting a BJP ticket from there, from Chamrajpet. But then we see, was this your choice or was it the High Command's choice? Why was it Chamrajpet?
See, I had offered myself to contest on any of the places from where the party will decide to party had taken a stand that wherever they had not been winning for long periods, they should make an attempt to contest from there. So it is the party's decision that they should contest from Chamrajpet. Party's decision to contest from Chamrajpet. I know there will be multiple aspirants over there. We cannot mix rowdy and police at this point of time over there. I have left that theatre and entered into another theatre over there. So I should not carry the baggage. Here everybody is an aspirant. If the constitution gives them an opportunity, this means they are an aspirant over there. I cannot put tags that he is so and so or she is so and so and they have such and such a thing over there. All of us are aspirant. We need support and cooperation of everybody over there.
Okay, from a newcomer, I would like to know, what do you think about especially how the BJP High Command has fielded candidates like R. Ashok and Somana against, Siddaramaiah and also...
Madam, I would prefer to restrict myself to Chamrajpet because I am a new person in the party and would not dare to comment on those things. That is left to the wisdom of the extremely senior people, both in state level as well in Delhi, to take a decision. I can only talk about Chamrajpet.
Great. Last question from up to BJP that we are looking at. Why? Didn't you get what you were looking at?
I'll tell you, see, Aam Aadmi Party never wanted to grow in Karnataka. Despite my best efforts to expand the party, there were severe internal dynamics in which they didn't want the party to grow, claiming proximity to the national president over there. And there is an iron curtain around over there of who should be meeting them. So the party itself is not growing. Say I'm already 58. No, I don't want to waste my time trying to argue and convince 30 plus and 40 plus politically inexperienced persons how to. I have served 14 chief ministers. So I may not have been in a political fray, but definitely I have seen political activity at very. So I wanted to bring the experience to build this organization. But they are simply not interested in this kind of things over there. They get some kind of a donation, share it among themselves, and that is how they carry on their activity. It's not only me. So many others have left. Captain Gopinath was here, one who started the Air Deccan over there. V. Bala, director of Infosys, he also left over there. Reputed person. Ravi Krishna Reddy, who started a party of his own, he also left over there. Apart from that, there are several social activists who are very much in Bangalore, who tried their best, but they could not get up. So it is the present incumbent president, and he and his cronies, they run the party like a MNC or a NGO over there, sharing funds and carrying it on like that. Because we never got to know what is coming inside, what is going out, and all decisions are being taken in a kitchen cabinet over there. So that's
Well, let's go across to Shrija now for more. And Shrija, there's been trouble for the BJP after the announcement of that list, while protests broke out yesterday. Now you actually have leaders who are resigning from the party. Lakshman Sawadee resigning, Jagdish Shettar said to be in a sulk.
Well, this was something which was expected, but of course, not to really go out of hand to an extent where you will have a senior BJP leader, in fact, resigning from the BJP's, membership. And what we also hear from our top sources is that he is also in touch with the Congress discussions are on. But however, DK Shivkumar has, categorically said that he's neither in touch with me nor has he spoken with me, which means he has rubbished that rumors. But of course, we are getting reliable information from top sources within the Congress saying that Lakshman Sawadee, who is a loyalist of former Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa, is in touch with the Congress. This after where the BJP denied him a ticket from Athani constituency. It is also very interesting to note that, especially in the year 2018 election, Mr. Sawadee lost to the Congress candidate Mahesh Kumtahalli, who was also one of the persons instrumental, especially in toppling the coalition government, that is the JDS and the Congress, and bringing the BJP in power. This is in 2019. So back then he was in Congress, and now he's joined the BJP. Now the BJP has fielded him from Athani constituency. So clearly Lakshman Sawadee is very upset and disappointed about it. But what is his next move is still not known. But as we speak, what we do know is that discussions are on between him and the Congress party. But then, of course, you have the first rebellion which, surfaced was, of course, Mr. Shettar, Jagdish Shettar, a senior leader and also especially the former Chief Minister of Karnataka. Now we understand he was among the first missing from the first list. He has headed to Delhi also. He is also likely to meet the High Command, convince the High Command to give him especially a ticket to field, especially from here in the state of Karnataka. But this rebellion comes right after where he was, he in fact received a phone call from the party High Command saying that he will have to step down this time. And they had also in fact thanked him for his service to the party and also to the people as well. But however, we see that's the first rebellion that's surfaced. We have seen in the past, at least in the last 24 hours, protests have erupted, especially outside Ishwarappa's residence and right outside even Jagdish. Now we also see several of the supporters have come in, showing their solidarity as far as Lakshman Savadi is concerned. So this will go on until the next few list of candidates, at least about 35 of them, which is yet to be announced in the next, the constituencies. Right. Because this time what we have seen, especially by the BJP, they have done a lot of shuffling. Also, a few of the sitting MLAs have received the tickets, but otherwise, at least about 11 of them have lost their tickets as far as sitting MLAs are concerned. There have been major generational shifts that we have seen. Sitting MLAs or their children have been given seats. So this is something that we have seen. And of course, as far as the BJP is concerned, at least 52 new entrants is what we have looked at in this particular list.
All right. Thanks so much, Shrija, for joining us with all those developments.